So great missions and great institutions have foundational moments, and if you're very lucky, you can be around to see those foundational moments. And if you're exceptionally lucky, you will discover that they also have foundational individuals, people with the vision, the courage, the intensity, and the willingness to step outside normal bounds and change the world for the better. I've been privileged, we've all been privileged, and you are privileged tonight to be the continuation of the mission of this institution, and I am pleased to welcome to the podium a truly foundational individual, Dr. G. Richard Olds, for the closing address.
Well, as you all know, and Raul mentioned, I will be stepping down on August 31st of this year, and this is thus my last official public event as the founding dean for this medical school. So I've given it a good deal of thought to the message I wanted to convey to you, the class of 2019, as well as all of the members of the community, our faculty, staff, residents, and students. When you, the class of 2019, interviewed for a seat in this school, I'm sure Dr. Schiller told you that what you have done with your lives speaks much louder than what you say in the interview. We put a very high value on activities that demonstrate your personal commitment to the missions of this school. We make sure that the actions that you have done support what you say. If you say you want to be a doctor to help your community and the underserved, then what have you actually done in your life that supports that idea? You know, the same is true of our medical school. What we have done speaks far louder than what others may say about what we should do. When this medical school was planned and presented to the University of California Regents, the principal impetus in creating the 6th University of California Medical School here in Riverside was a severe physician shortage in our region. Yet building a medical school here alone, or even building several new medical schools in our region, would have little impact on the doctor shortage, because quite frankly, doctors do not practice where they go to medical school. What we have done is to build extensive pipeline programs in our own region and given top priority to recruiting students that come from our own geographic area. In addition, since where you complete your residency training accounts for almost half the decision about where doctors practice, we are the only new medical school in the United States to simultaneously build 6 graduate medical education programs and in the specific specialties for which our region has the greatest shortages. By 2020, this medical school will have 320 medical students and over 400 medical residents. In the last 5 years, we have built more new graduate medical education than any other medical school in the United States. All the existing medical schools in the state of California say they value diversity. But when Proposition 209 passed, the diversity of the medical students training in the state of California dropped by almost 50%. We wrote our own unique definition of diversity, and we wrote it into our admissions process, and we have recruited classes far more reflective of the population we serve than any other medical school in this state. By the way, classes that are every bit as competitive academically as the students in any other medical school in this state. Classes filled with great people who will become outstanding doctors, but who also care deeply about their patients and their communities. Finally, we didn't just say we were committed to serving and improving the health of the community. Today, we have added more than 60 brand new, highly qualified MDs to the practice of medicine in our region, and we have recruited an outstanding group of research faculty who work specifically on improving the health of our region. What we have done speaks much louder than what others have said we would do. to the class of 2019, you enter a medical school that has accomplished a great deal in a very short period of time. Just a month ago, we successfully completed the second step in the LCME accreditation process. The school today has a $19 million fund balance. We have, during the past 3 years, hired almost 80 new faculty. And during that time, fewer than 10 individuals that we offered a faculty position to actually turned us down. We have recruited 3 classes of 50 students each, yet we have offered less than 80 students each year a place in this school. The faculty and the students of the UCR School of Medicine have chosen us for our unique missions just as surely as we have chosen them. But ultimately, the class of 2019, you are the best proof I have of what this medical school stands for. You are more than half female. 42% of you come from populations underserved in medicine. In a country where 80% of the medical school students training today come from the top 2/5 of economic status, almost half of you come from disadvantaged backgrounds. And I am perhaps most proud of the fact that although only 5% of the nearly 6,000 applications that we received this year came from our own region, 2/3 of you and your classmates have connections to inland Southern California. What we have done and what you will do with your lives brought you to this medical school. But what you will do in the process through medical school and your residency will ultimately demonstrate the significance of our school's special missions. I have done all I could think I could do to position the school to actually accomplish the unique social missions that were given us. A medical school that is specifically designed to maximally impact our community. As I leave this institution, it is now largely up to you, our community leaders, our faculty, the staff, and most importantly, you, our students, to accomplish all the missions for which this school has been founded. I think you all know how much I love this school, and all of you personally, goodbye and God bless you.